Hello everybody and welcome back to Grand Bazaar. It is Bazaar Day once again. On a Sunday because it got pushed back for Antoinette's birthday, so we had an extra day just to get our stuff all ready to go. And I have a pretty wide range of items to sell, actually. So I've got lots and lots of seeds, but I also have fish, my lumber and material stone to default back on if I need that, a couple of food items, and I already did the majority of my inventory management. You can see that I'm also getting pretty full up on random odds and ends here that I'm sort of just stockpiling. So I'll go ahead and take care of the animals so that I can put my tools away. I will let the cat take out some of our chickens. And my barn animals do get out. I just tend not to push them out on Bazaar Day. And one of my goals for this bazaar is to buy ourselves a dog. And if we get a dog, it will help us herd all of our barn animals out, which will make things a little bit easier. I'm also probably going to take a stack of eggs with me to sell, just because I have so many eggs, way more than what I know what to do with. And part of the problem is just that I don't have a lot of options to turn eggs into anything more profitable than just what they are as their standard base product. I could probably make some more pudding, but I might hold off and just wait until I get some more milk. But I've got lots of eggs. Might as well try and get as much variety as I can. And I'm pretty happy with how my inventory looks. I think I will take that wool with me to sell, but everything else I sort of just want to keep for now. And I'm gonna leave a few slots empty because I do need to drop by the windmill over by the hotel. I have a bracelet in there to sell just for some additional cash, similar to how we've been selling the necklaces. The bracelets aren't worth as much money, but they're still pretty profitable. And I didn't have room to take it with me last time. So we'll bring that with us, and then we also have another ball of wool to sell, so that's a bonus. And we'll make it there pretty much right on time today. Even though I have a pretty good variety of stuff to sell, I sort of have a feeling that it's all going to sell pretty quickly. So I will probably be stuck with a lot of just seeds and, you know, lumber and things like that. So we'll see how we do. When I played through this just before I recorded, I got so incredibly lucky, and I really don't think that I'm gonna have that good of luck this time around. But I had Grandpa stop by twice, and Grandpa bought 2 entire stacks of yam seeds, which was probably close to being at the full 99 max amount when he came by and bought them. Couldn't believe my luck. And I made a stupid amount of money, so I can't hope for that this time around. But I'm actually going to kind of hold on to the majority of my money this time around. So even if I don't make close to what I made in my trial run, then that's okay. Wow. That was good though. We just had a whole bunch of people all lined up. I almost couldn't keep up with the amount of people that were wanting to buy stuff. I'm gonna have to put more things out here soon already. I didn't want to take a break just in case people were thinking of buying something and I interrupted them, but I gotta put more stuff out here. And I've got to remember to put my fish out. I've done that the last couple of times I've gone to sell fish. I have them, and then for some reason, I think because they're always later on here in my inventory, I just kind of forget about them. And it is as I predicted, even though I brought a pretty good variety of stuff to sell, most of what I brought has very limited quantity. So we're quickly running out of stuff to sell here. But come springtime, it'll be nice because we'll go back to growing crops, you know, so we'll have large numbers of vegetables to sell, I hope. And people have been buying a lot of stuff. It's been very consistent, and that's really nice to see, but nobody has talked to us, which, again, sometimes I'm just really surprised by how the different bazaars can go. Because sometimes people come in here and they talk your ear off. And what I found interesting also when I was doing my trial run was that Amir actually didn't talk to me at all. And usually they're pretty good about coming to speak with you, the shopping NPCs or the shopping villagers, but yeah, he didn't come and speak to me at all. I guess I just had nothing that he was interested in. So despite all of the things that we've sold today, we are only at about $50,000 worth of profit, just under that. And it looks like we're going to be stuck with just our lumber, stone, our seeds, and I will definitely put the bracelet out. Because at this rate, we're probably not going to make a whole lot of money unless we can push those seeds. Unless we have a lot of people who are interested in buying a lot of seeds from us, like Grandpa, then we're probably not going to do a whole lot more. And that's why I haven't wanted to expand my stall just yet. It doesn't seem like it's necessary to expand the size of my stall, because it's not like I'm selling out of all of my bags of crops or anything like that. So yep, we are down to just 1 page worth of product. I will put out the bracelet now. I'll put out my stone since I've got almost 40 pieces of it. Or my lumber, rather. I think I sold quite a bit of stone last time because I don't have as much of that on me. But with the bracelet, we have almost $100,000 in sales, which is fantastic. But we might as well stay right up until close to closing time and just see how much more that we can sell. And I guess I will just put out some stone just to kind of add a little bit of variety here. I made about 175,000 when I had Grandpa visit me twice. So the fact that I am up past 100,000 despite him not coming by once, I think is still pretty good. We are definitely not going to get the best customer service at this point just because we have had a lack of chances to talk to customers. But I wonder if that's almost better. I wonder if the flow of goods is better that way. There probably isn't any sort of secret formula or any difference. It just maybe feels that way. It's all random. So if you have a crappy day at the bazaar, you can always reload and try again. So a nice kind of steady flow of traffic through here today. If we didn't have that necklace or the bracelet, whatever it was that we sold, we wouldn't have done as well. I think we probably would have still been in the sales goal, but being able to make some jewelry really helps a lot. We have almost $200,000, which is amazing. All of our upgrades are starting to get really expensive. So that's why I'm thinking of just kind of saving a little bit of money. And Amir talked to me today, but yeah, he didn't buy anything. I guess I just don't have anything that was fitting a prince. Nothing that a prince was interested in buying. Which makes sense. I don't really know what he would do with a bunch of seeds, considering that he's like living at the hotel. There's not really a whole lot he can do. We'll see if we can make just a few more sales maybe. But otherwise, I'm pretty much ready to close up shop here and do a little bit of shopping of my own. So 133,000 I think is still amazing. And again, without the bracelet at this point, we probably would have came up at just under 100k, which is still pretty respectable, I think. Lots and lots of money in our pocket. I was actually pretty surprised that Felix didn't have the cat bell for sale. He should start getting tools to train our animals, our pets, and he doesn't have it. So I will buy that when it comes up. But in the meantime, for now, we are just going to buy our supply of chocolate. I have 2 pieces of chocolate for Antoinette at home, so I'm gonna buy about 4 pieces for her to get me through the week. I will make it 5. And then I will try and get enough to give Daisy and Freya 1 for every day of the week as well. So we'll just buy 20 pieces. I think that's what I bought last time, which I think gives me a little bit of extra. Which is fine, because Amir also likes chocolate. There's other villagers that like chocolate. Drop a couple $1,000 there just because we can. And we are also going to buy a dog today. So you can see here that we now have some different colored cats than what we had before. We had pure white, now we have pure black. And we also have 2 different colored dogs as well. I chose the lighter color of dog. And dogs are actually cheaper than cats. They're $8,000, which is not too shabby. And we'll just pop in a name here that I thought maybe sounded like a cute dog name. I've never had a dog, so I can't name my dog like I would after any of my pets in real life. And I'm horrible at naming animals, so I kind of wish that this game had that feature of just hitting randomize and being able to get some results. Especially the results that you get in like Stardew Valley are always really quite funny and comical. And the upgrades from Wilbur and from Ganon are now starting to get very, very pricey. The last field is $100,000. I toyed with the idea of getting this, but I have ultimately decided against it just because I really don't think it's going to be all that useful at this time. It's kind of just if you want to grow stuff in the winter, but we're able to get by without it, and I can always buy it in the next couple of bazaars, and by the time that spring rolls around, we'll have access to all 3 of our fields again, which should give us a lot of space, and if it doesn't, then we'll buy it then. The storage expansions are getting more expensive, but 50 grand, we can afford that, and we can always afford to have more inventory space as well, so I'm gonna go ahead and drop some money on that. And then Ganon's upgrades are both getting very expensive. $100,000 to make our stuff last longer, and $60,000 to make our stall bigger. Like I said, I still don't really see the need to make our stall bigger at this time. So the only other thing that I'm going to spend some money on besides wrapping paper is some silver. And I'm actually going to buy 3 pieces of silver so that we can turn around and make some more jewelry. So we have about 100,000 left. And then the only other thing that I did when I was here is that I wrapped up every single piece of chocolate, which again, I'm not going to sit here and do because it's tedious, and you all get the general idea. That'll take a couple $1,000s off of my total, but it's kind of chump change at this point. I can afford it. And it's giving me some affection with our marriage candidates. So sort of an uneventful bazaar. It was a little bit quieter than normal, I feel like, but it was a nice steady flow. We had lots of customers buying stuff without the interruption of other customers talking to us, which I guess is kind of nice. And we have actually rolled right into a holiday as well, which I will do in another video. Sort of similar to what happened at the Pumpkin Festival. But we will go and see our bazaar results as usual. And it is Harmony Day today, so yes, I will definitely be covering that because it is a romantic holiday. And it's the girls' turn to give me chocolate. But first, let's go and see how unbelievably well we did at the bazaar compared to our neighbors. I like how Wilbur made just over $60,000, which means that all of what I bought was almost his entire earnings. $133,350. Now, who had the happiest customers? Oh, I did. That does surprise me. It was very slow for a while, but I think near the end we had a few people trickle in to talk to us, which definitely helped. I'm gonna guess that I thought we were gonna get ourselves another lavender tea can, because that seemed to be the gift that we kept receiving, but apparently we're gonna be getting ourselves some sushi, so that's nice. We've just made it to the halfway point of expanding our bazaar again, which is still quite a ways off despite how much money that we're making. So we just sort of have to keep at it. Go ahead and put all this stuff away into my storage. I now have 6 pages worth of inventory space, which is great. It's allowing me to be the pack rat that I love being and just to have a lot of stuff in here. And stuff is staying fresh for a really long period of time. All of this lavender, this mint, all these flowers, it's all still really fresh, which is fantastic. As you can see, I have lots and lots of ores and gems, so I will work on making some more jewelry right away. And I will be back in a separate video to cover Harmony Day, So yeah, it's a busy couple of days in between the 10th and the 14th. There's sort of three big major things going on back to back to back. So that just means more videos for you all. Hooray! Thank you all so very much for watching, and I hope that I will see you next time.